And on the mound today, Yusei Kikuchi. What's the word on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ready to go? Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Next offering is fouled back.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Fights it off, he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
It's Aaron Judge now. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And a count now even up. Grisham leads off second with one gone in the inning. Next offering is down low. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Cody Bellinger. Next pitch is outside. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The 2-2. In the air, right field. Soler under it. 2 down.
Batting fifth, shortstop.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Ward makes the catch, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And on the mound now, Goldschmidt. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
That one down the line, and foul ball. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. So up next, Nolan Shanuel. That one not close, and that's ball 2. One down, base is empty. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Man at first, here is Moncada. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors, free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning, and that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And a count 1-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. Wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
To third. And that's just foul. Stays alive. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Logan O'Hoppe would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. And they're all loaded up.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. He'll touch them all. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And that clips the inside corner.
Well, it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
Just outside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 7th. Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. The pitch to LeMahieu. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count.
In the dirt. Dominguez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Batting 8th.
Here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera. And the slider catches the zone. Man at first, one away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And this gets away from d'Arnaud. And he'll move up to second, no problem. Should be a pass ball, and that takes away the double play. Two on the way. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Now it's going to be Oswald Peraza. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That's to third. Moncada tossed to first, and that is that. One left for the Yankees, and they trail it 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Chris Taylor.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Got him swinging. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the lineup flips over. And the batter now, Zach Neto. Next offering is in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field.
Now batting, first baseman, Nolan.
So man aboard,
Shadowell.
Nolan Shadowell, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Angels strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Paul Goldschmidt now
for the Yankees. First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
1 out, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And now he's fallen behind Judge. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter does. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the Yanks go in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
Ball, that pitch is out.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Man at first, nobody out. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting.
Jorge
Right
Soler,
fielder,
the next to hit for the Angels.
Soler.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 6-1. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
1 out, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
Now batting, catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
So here's d'Arnaud with 1 out. On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play.
Now
Dives,
batting.
comes up with it,
Center
and then from
fielder.
1 knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid.
Taylor.
Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Clark Schmidt is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Righty
New York.
reliever out of the pen, Will
Number
Warren.
98.
Coming on to face a righty here,
Will
and he's been
Warren.
fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And now 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That one fouled off, 2-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And here comes
Leading
Bellinger.
off for the Yankees, right fielder Cody Bellinger.
Right side, Rengifo to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Going to count 1 and 2. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Fouls one off, 2 and 2.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To the right side, Shanuel. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it 6-1. Luis Rengifo now at the plate.
Second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that ball is out of here. He circles the bases, his second of the year, and they add a run. It's 7-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Yohan Moncada. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. It's now 7-1. DJ LeMahieu to start it off.
Second baseman,
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Nice
Now
job of
batting,
driving that
number
pitch the
25.
other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's ball two.
And it is 2-1.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-2 count.
Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So digging in,
Now
Oswald
batting, third
Peraza.
baseman, Oswald
It's interesting
Peraza.
he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
2 strikes.
The Angels up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than
Now
it needed to
batting,
be thanks
first
to the bad
baseman,
jump.
Paul
Those small
Goldschmidt.
moments can be costly.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. That one felt good. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-4.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Next offering upstairs. Ripped to third and caught.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to
Now
stay
batting,
in the
the
head, but
designated
going to work
hitter,
at the next
Aaron
hitter, and a
Judge.
tough one at that.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 2 out, space is empty. Inside, just missed. Action in the Angels bullpen. Hunter Strickland up and loosening in the pen. Kochanowicz also throwing. And Judge spoils that one. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Taylor Ward digs in now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In the dirt, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Angels putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
LeMahieu gets it to first. And that's the
Now
first out in the bottom of the
batting,
5th.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Soler with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Out to short. Over to Goldie. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Up
You know,
next
we
for
usually
the
talk about
Angels.
bigger numbers when it comes to
Designated
homers,
hitter,
but only about
Logan
400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Two outs. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Whips it to first. Third out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Angels 7 and the Yankees 4. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Jack Kachanowicz.
Now
still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way.
41.
So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts.
Right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So now 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Hector Neris, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Zephyr John warming up as well. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
That's in there, and it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Up next for the
So
Yankees,
2 down now,
left
and
fielder,
here is Jason
Dominguez.
Dominguez. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Angels 7 and the Yankees 4. Chris Taylor now. Pulls that one foul. And he chases that one. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one way inside. On the ground, LeMahieu. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Next to hit, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Late on that fastball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Angels go quietly there. They hold a 7-4 lead. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. The Yanks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Ripped on a line, and no one can get there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And up next for New York, J.C. Esquera. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2. That one missed.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next pitch misses way outside. The Yankees looking to rally. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. The run comes in to score from second. It's 7-5. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. That's out to center field. Taylor sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Falling behind 2-1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we're starting over. It's 7-7. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake, but you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jack Kachanowicz gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Hector
the Angels.
Neris on the pitch here.
Number
He's been
54.
so good against lefties.
Hector Neris.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Trent Grisham will hit next. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Neto nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Shanuel. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And we're deadlocked here at 7-7. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. On the ground to third. The throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Moncada.
Here is Yoan Moncada. One down, base is empty. That's inside.
They get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
Now batting.
he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Taylor Ward. Dive, and he's got it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting. Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
First and second, 1 out. Soler, the next to hit. And now it's 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Logan O'Hoppe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one hit to right. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Logan.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Two on, 2 outs. That misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ryan Zefferjon gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Bellinger up to hit.
Off for the Yankees, right fielder Cody Bellinger.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In there, sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Ball up there.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs.
2-2. Yep.
Fair ball.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Devin Williams.
Number 38.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And that skips in the dirt. Swings and misses, and it's 2-2.
Yep.
And that's in the dirt. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one off the mark. 2-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Hamilton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And a payoff pitch. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still tied 7-7.
Now pitching for
So
the
the closer
Angels.
summoned from the bullpen,
Number
Kenley
74.
Jansen.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here's the Yankees catcher now,
25.
J.C. Esquera. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Up the middle, Neto. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, 3rd baseman Oswald Peraza.
Now at the plate, Oswald Peraza. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And that's in for a strike. 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Strickland getting ready to go. And a 1-2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a really
First
nice
baseman,
balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. slider got him for strike 3.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Grisham getting ready to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And in the 9th, they take the lead.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here is Aaron Judge. Just missed.
That's inside.
And Judge spoils that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge. So they turn to their closer, Carlos Francisco.
Now
A chance at his
pitching for New York.
first save of the year.
Number 1.
So back to the
And
top of the
leading
order.
off for the
Here's the
Hellos.
shortstop at the plate.
shortstop,
Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Nolan Shanuel in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One-run game, bottom 9. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting. First baseman.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels.
Shanuel.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Hauls it in, 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Moncada now at the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and he's out. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.